Today I'm in Kurume City, and let me introduce you to Naritasan. This temple is quite unique, which you'll see why in just a little bit. Now, the name Narita might be ringing some bells for some people, because you've possibly flown into Narita Airport. This is actually a branch temple of a temple located in Narita. We're not even in the temple yet, and everything here is just absolutely gorgeous, and there's so much detail to it all. The two main religions in Japan is Shintoism and Buddhism. Shintoism is the native religion of Japan, and Buddhism was introduced around the 6th century. Both religions have lived side by side and intertwined. Look at this gate. Absolutely beautiful. I've been to countless temples and shrines in Japan, and I've never seen one like this. So, Buddhism is also a very diverse religion. There are many different types of schools, and this particular school of Buddhism is called Shingon. Shrines and temples are popular tourist spots, and everyone is welcome. Just remember, they are religious sites and, just be respectful. And here we are, look at this. And as you can see, there's not many visitors here, which makes it a great spot to come to. I'll go pay to get in, and let's take a closer look. What makes this one of the most unique temples in Japan is that, as you can see on our left here, we have a replica of the Mahabodhi Temple from India. The entrance fee is only 500 yen, which is around 3 USD. Just absolutely stunning. So you're free to walk around it, however there is no entering. Like I said, this is a religious site. Inside this temple is actually where people buy plots to put their family ashes in. There were some photos of what the inside looks like, and it's also just absolutely beautiful. And over here, this towering statue is of the Bodhisattva Kannon. So Kannon is not a Buddha, but rather a Bodhisattva. And they are a person who's obtained enlightenment but delays nirvana. And they seek to help others obtain enlightenment. And that's speaking in the most basic terms. Kannon is the deity of compassion or mercy, sometimes called the goddess of mercy, which in many times using god or goddess in Buddhism is not wholly correct. And for the sake of things, I'm just going to keep everything very basic explanation about Buddhism. The temple itself was established in 1958, and the Kannon statue was finished in 1982. And the replica temple was built in 1997. The statue stands at 62 meters, or 203 feet. The base of the statue is a lotus flower. Here we have some statues of Jizo. Jizo is the protector of children. And in the film My Neighbor Totoro, when Mei is lost, she finds refuge next to the Jizo statues. If you come to Japan, you will surely encounter a Jizo statue somewhere. However, these statues we're seeing right here, these are not Jizo. I believe these are depictions of our hearts, which are similar to bodhisattvas, but again, I'm keeping it super simple to avoid having to make this a 3-hour lecture. Now as we approach the rear of the statue, we'll find the entrance to actually go up top. There is no elevator, so be prepared to walk up many flights. And here we are. And from the very top, we get a view of the city. From Hakata Station to Kurume Station, it's just over a 30-minute train ride. And from there, to get here, you just need to take one bus, which is about 10 minutes. So once you go to the very top, you can come all the way down to the very bottom. We are now underneath the statue, and on the way to the next museum portion is lots of artworks on the wall. And the museum at the end of this is actually the Hell Museum, which I was so not prepared for. It was amazing. And of course, there was no filming in that portion. Also, I wouldn't want to deprive you of experiencing it in person for the first time. I mean, I think it's one of the only times where I actually found myself with my mouth open at how stunning some things were. Today I came on this trip just myself, and so it made going to the Hell Museum just that more spooky. Usually these long paneling depicts some sort of story. Possibly some sutra, I don't know. So as we finish up this hallway, I'll take you back outside and we can see some of the other things that are around. Now that we're back outside, we'll get a little closer look up at the temple. Again, this place is just so photogenic. As probably many of you know, Buddhism is a religion from India and was spread to China, Korea, and then Japan. And along the way, it has always infused itself with the native and local religions. Interesting little bell. You're also free to ring it. And as I get ready to wrap this video up, I will show you the photo spot. They encourage you to take photos here. So in Shingon Buddhism, there is a deity that's revered, Fudomyo, the unmovable king, and he is normally depicted with fire behind him. And so here you can replicate that image. I hope you enjoyed this tour. Maybe consider coming to visit this temple. And with that said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you next time.